All right, let's take a pause here and look at the forecast because you want to get out this afternoon and take care of as many things as you can.
I would recommend you do that because it's going to start. Things are going to start going downhill tomorrow. We are going to start getting some steady to heavy rain at times. That's going to transition over to some sleet, some ice, some freezing rain, and then over to snow, depending on where you are. Some folks just going to get snow the whole time. So, yeah, we got a lot of changes on the way. But let's start off right now up in Utica, where we've been watching those high clouds, those thin clouds start to filter in again, giving us some filtered sunshine. They'll continue to thicken up as we head on through the day. This out ahead of our next weather maker. That'll be bringing us the threat for rain first, then some big changes. And actually pretty cloudy right now as we look out downtown. It is 43 degrees, 37 is your wind chill factor. So we've got those real feel temperatures a little cooler than what the thermometer actually says. And as we head through the afternoon, when we are at our warmest into the upper 40s, we'll still have those wind chill values kind of stuck in the low 40s. But today is going to be the warmest day that we see for quite some time. First day of February, talking about highs and spots that'll be flirting with 50. Tomorrow's Groundhog Day, and I'll tell you what, that groundhog will likely need an umbrella because we're going to be talking about some steady to heavy rain. But we're also talking about the next weather maker. We're going to start off with rain. Again, then it's going to transition over to some wintry precip. We do have those winter storm watches in effect right now in much of central Ohio. As you move into the north, out to the northwest, better chance of seeing all snow with this event, and that's why they are under those winter storm warnings. They're going to see some heftier snowfall totals up to the northwest and up to the north of us. We're going to start seeing this late Wednesday. A little sleet starts to work in. Not a whole lot of accumulation Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Turning over to freezing rain. Looks like sometime around the mid-morning, maybe towards the beginning, tail end, I should say, of the commute. That's kind of how it's hinting right now. Still a little early for that, but it looks like probably between about 6 and 10 a.m. on your Thursday, we start to see some freezing rain working in. Going to be all day Thursday dealing with freezing rain, sleet, and even some snow, depending on where you are. And temperatures are going to be hovering right around freezing with this. But right now, not a whole lot. We'll widen out, and you can see this little counterclockwise swirl right here. That is where we're starting to see our next weather maker, our next storm, really take shape. It's going to be rolling over us pretty soon. Now, this one is looking like we have a couple long-range models that we like to look at, and one of them has us getting a little more ice. That would be the Euro. One of us has us getting less ice and more snow. That would be the GFS. I think that the GFS is kind of overblowing what we're going to see. We're going to have to keep our eye on it, but it looks like we get a little more ice here in town, which means rather a little less snow, a little more sleet too, and then they get a little more of that snow up in the north. So again, these numbers are subject to change. We're still 48 hours out, so we're just starting to get an idea of what's going to happen. It's looking like anywhere from about a quarter to about a half-inch of ice in a lot of spots, really out through central Ohio, looking like I-71 and southeast, kind of the dividing line for the heaviest ice, but then a little more snow as you move into the north and the northeast, northwest rather, and here in town, wouldn't be surprised we pick up. We'll keep it kind of broad. We'll call it maybe 3 to 6 inches or 2 to 5. Just keep it a little bit broad here in town. Just depends on how much ice works in. Notice not as much as you move out to the south, but we do have those heavy snow totals possible. Could be the heaviest event of the season so far for folks in the north and the northwest. Again, these numbers are subject to change, so keep checking back. Does look like we're going to have some pretty good impacts, though, from snow, ice, and very high impacts on travel. Hour by hour today, though, we start to see those temperatures up to 48, and then we're going to be tracking the threat for rain before you know it. It'll be rolling in tomorrow. We have that steady to heavy rain out there that'll turn over to that really wintry mess on Thursday. 42.8 today, 42 on Groundhog Day. Looking at 32 with a wintry mess on Thursday. Very cold Friday and Saturday. Back into the low in the mid-30s Sunday and Monday. And we'll bounce back closer to average by the end of the 10-day. But Tracy, we've got some weather in between.